Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm a technical adoption specialist with Data3, and this is a short video that's going to talk about prompt engineering inside M365 Copilot. In our other video, we looked at what Copilot can do for us, how the process works to generate the content that we've asked it to. In this video, we'll have a look at the flip side of that coin. What can we do for M365 Copilot in order to get the best results? In essence, we are talking about the art of prompt engineering. So the prompt is what we put into M365 Copilot. It's what we feed the whole system. Any good prompt needs to be made with 3 to 4 of these key pillars shown on screen. We need to give Copilot clear expectations. We need to give Copilot context. We need to point Copilot towards a source of information or data, and we can also ask for any additional expectations that we want Copilot to fold into the response that it gives us. So let's look at the first thing, which is the goal, the expectations, the really clear thing that we're asking Copilot to generate. Do I want 3 to 5 dot points? Do I want a short paragraph? Do I want a report? Do I want a response? Do I want a sales pitch? Copilot in the large language model understands what different types of documents are, how they look, how they're structured. And so if you can give it nice, clear instructions of the structure of the response that you're looking for, this is the best place to start. The next thing we're going to do is provide context. Once again, the large language model that powers Copilot is really good at understanding different personas. It knows that language is used in different ways with different personas for different effects. So is this a report for a board? Is this a sales presentation? Is this a quarterly report for your manager? Is this a document that's going to a legal team? So if you can clearly identify who is going to be reading this document and the purpose of this document, it's really important for Copilot to use to build context and to use language and structure accordingly. After that, we can point it towards a data source. So Copilot can have access to data that's inside your OneDrive for Business, your SharePoint Online. You can also point it towards the internet, and it will go out and search the internet and come back with information. This is another important one. And the last thing are any other expectations that you want to include. Do you want to include a table? Do you want it to use simple language? Do you want it to be concise? So any good pillar, any good prompt should use these 4 pillars, and that's the best way to get the most out of Copilot in the shortest amount of time possible. Now, luckily, Microsoft has a library of prompts ready to go and available, and they're constantly being updated as Microsoft learns more about the ways that their clients are using Copilot in really effective ways. They update Copilot Lab. The Copilot Lab is a website that has a library of prompts that are effective, they're tried, they're tested, they've worked really well already, and you can filter them by different applications. Copilot Lab has now also been moved into Copilot itself. So in this prompt box that you're seeing on screen, whenever you open Copilot in M365, you'll have this little box that'll open where you can start typing in those prompts, and there's a small book icon you can see in that blue square. If you click on that icon, it's going to open up Copilot Lab. It'll start showing you different types of prompt categories, and inside those categories are all of like the pre-made, pre-cooked prompts that Microsoft has made available to us. This is a great way to make sure that you start getting the most out of Copilot in the shortest amount of time. They're essentially guardrails for Copilot usage. Really good thing to use, especially as you're new to the technology. Some key considerations for M365 Copilot are these. The first one is that Copilot is used to create rough drafts. It is not something that you want to use to spit out content that you're immediately going to send out to whoever it is. You must double check your work. You must go through it. The best way to use Copilot is to take care of 80% of the work. Use it to create the bulk of whatever content you want to make. It'll create structure. It'll fill in detail. It'll add flourish and color and tone and context. You can then go in and make sure that all the details and the wording are precise and correct, but you need to be responsible for this, and you need to double check everything that Copilot generates before you say that it's ready to go. The other one is that Copilot can only access information that you already have access to, as in your OneDrive for Business or your SharePoint Online. It does not give you access to any more information than you already have access to. It simply just makes it easier to have access to all of those things that you already do. The last one is that Copilot is evolving, and Copilot Lab is always evolving. So these are really important tools to use to make sure that you get up and running quickly to get the most out of the new technology. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's provided some context and a better idea of how you can get the most out of M365 Copilot. If you want to find out more about Copilot or about how Data 3 can help you and your staff get the most out of Copilot in the shortest amount of time, please click on the website link shown here, or scan the QR code and that'll take you to the same place. Thank you.